In Photoshop and in Bridge, you can use tools to help you print multiple images per page. We'll start in Bridge, and I'll select all of these images by using the keyboard shortcut Command-A or Control-A on Windows. Then, under the Tools menu, I'll choose Photoshop and Contact Sheet 2. When you select Contact Sheet 2, it's a script that will take you over to Photoshop. Because you have your images already selected in Bridge, Contact Sheet knows that and will work with those files. You can then choose the units that you want to work in, the width, height, and resolution of your document, as well as the mode, bit depth, and color profile. By default, Contact Sheet will flatten all of the layers as it creates the contact sheet. But if you want to keep each of the different thumbnails as well as the text separate, uncheck that option. You can then decide how you want to place your thumbnails and how many you want to put per page. In this example, I'll change the columns to 3 and the rows to 4. I'll use the auto spacing so that Contact Sheet will space my images both vertically and horizontally. I can also choose to place the file name as a caption underneath each one of the images. If you don't want this, simply turn it off. I'll leave it on, set to Minion Pro Regular at 12 points. Before I click OK, I just want to point out that once you've set all these parameters, you can save them out so that you can load them later without going through all of the adjustments. We'll click OK, and Photoshop will create the blank document at 8 by 10 and then open each of the images from Bridge and lay them out on a single piece of paper. If you have more images selected than can fit on a single sheet, then Photoshop will make a secondary contact sheet and continue laying out the thumbnails. So here we can see that we've had 2 contact sheets created. This is the second one, and here's the first one. And in the Layers panel, you'll notice that the layers for the type as well as the thumbnails are all on their individual layers so that I could reposition them if I wanted to. Now, all I'd need to do is save both of these contact sheets. And one last important note. At the beginning, I mentioned that you could create these contact sheets either from Bridge or Photoshop. If you prefer to start in Photoshop and not in Bridge, you would select File, and then Automate, and then Contact Sheet. The only difference here is that you can either select images that you have in Bridge, or you can use the drop-down menu to choose individual files, or a folder of files, or even the open documents. So that's a quick and easy way to create contact sheets in Photoshop or Bridge.